This is blowing my mind to think about, but in just 2 weeks, 2KTV will be going live with our 200th episode. Wow.
It is insane to think about. So from everybody on behalf of 2KTV, thank you for your continued support through 6 seasons of 2KTV.
We want to know your favorite 2KTV moment. Share with us over social media using the hashtag 2KTV200, and be sure to check back on October 4th for a very special milestone episode.
Up next, the Bucks taking on the Thunder. For Milwaukee, they're hungry for a big win to start the season off right. The more emphatic, the better, as they set the tone for the year ahead. Thunder, Bucks, up next.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
All right, here we go, sports fans. Tonight, it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. Well, for Milwaukee, both players and coaches have talked about the importance of a fast start. They don't want to play catch-up in the standings. Tonight, they'll try to overcome that first hurdle in achieving their goals for this year. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. And last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if those trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. And this is what we've been waiting for all summer long, all off-season long. After many months, Doris, basketball is finally back.
And what's incredible, Kevin, is the NBA's popularity just continues to grow. There's worldwide enthusiasm. The NBA players represent the league so well, and my goodness gracious, can they play some basketball?
Interesting how now the league, Doris, is commanding the calendar all year round. It used to be such a seasonal game. Now it's 365 days a year.
So many storylines throughout the course of the summer. Who's playing where and with whom?
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Robertson in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
And he makes the first.
Well, the Thunder have always done a great job of finding players to fill roles on their team.
Well, you look at the talent they have lost over the years for a variety of reasons. Most notably, Russell Westbrook and Paul George, James Harden, Victor Oladipo, Serge Ibaka, just to name a couple of guys. This team, though, has always had that next man up. They've got a great front office who does a great job reloading every season. One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Gallinari outside. He dishes it to Robertson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. No good from Bledsoe. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Giannis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Thunder ball. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Inside. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Paul.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game for many years. He's made everyone around him better.
Thunder have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Robertson kicks to Paul. The high post shot. The Thunder keep it going. A new 14-second clock.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pulls up on the wing, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams now top of the key. Bledsoe comes over to help. Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The drive by Giannis. From 15 feet away. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Paul dishes to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Basket counts. Gallinari's got his second bucket tonight.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
Oh, he launched that one from way outside.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The shot's good from Robertson.
And that's confidence from Andre Robertson. That's how he'll take his shooting to the next level.
Matthews into the lane. Thunder with the rebound.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Called, no one around him. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Matthews, sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Bledsoe against Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they're moving it up. Here's Lopez, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Well, you have to appreciate the tenacity of Lopez. This guy viciously exploiting the defense on that drive. Nice.
At the line for 2.
Well, the evolution of Brook Lopez continues as he is now a premier stretch 5. His three-point shot continues to get better and now a huge part of his arsenal.
That's good from Brook Lopez. And Lopez bold enough to give himself a nickname.
Yeah, well, what was it? Splash Mountain or something like that? I guess he's earned it with the work he's put in on his outside shooting. More and more centers these days shooting the 3-ball.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a 4-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. Number one, the salary cap implications that happen. Number two, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a 3-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about 4-peat.
No good from Bledsoe.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Gallinari throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Robertson after Wesley Matthews score. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from free throw range. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got 12.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Adams.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Here's Giannis. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Hill comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Pass to Paul. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Giannis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Giannis has got 16 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Gallinari. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Giannis gets it to go. He's got 18.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Giannis is double. Connaughton, and the layup's good off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Paul. He's got 6. Count that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Giannis throws it down.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Here's Paul, trailing here by 8. Adams outside. Here's Gallinari. The shot will not fall. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And as good as a team as they were a year ago, they hated seeing these guys in their meetings. Just couldn't get it done against them. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Ball's knocked loose. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. And the Thunder, another 3.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now, here is Gallinari. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded closely. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Throw good, Adams. And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, it's no secret that Dennis Schroeder has tons of confidence. You can see it on that pull-up jumper right there.
Here's Lopez, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Here's Hill. He doesn't hit that one. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Gallinari outside. And Hill over to help. Nobody near Schroeder. No good with the triple.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And it's Connaughton missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
The pass to Gallinari. Here's Adams. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Boy, the strength and the activity of Steven Adams makes him a force on the backboards.
And it's Hill penetrating. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Gallinari on the wing. Guarded by Korver. To the wing on the left. Floats one. Here's Adams. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Connaughton. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, Kev, how about the recognition of Kyle Korver? Puts the pass on time and on target. Makes it an easy opportunity for his teammates.
Here's Ferguson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Hill. Here's Adams. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
This guy is used to drawing contact. Adams outworks and out-hustles anyone in his way.
It's stolen by Muscala. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Nerlens Noel checks in for Muscala. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Milwaukee is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Here's Schroeder. Has to Gallinari. 4 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder, a perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Nerlens Noel is out there with Adams, and it's Schroeder in at the point. Milwaukee in the lead. And here is Ilyasova. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis' decision looming.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the third youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. And some changes here for the Bucks. Matthews comes in for Pat Connaughton, and Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Robertson, he's checked in.
I tell you, that jump shot is looking a bit more lethal nowadays. Dennis Schroeder has put a ton of work into that.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Passes it to Schroeder. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Giannis has got 26 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Schroeder against Bledsoe. Here's Gallinari. The shot off that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. They've led by as much as 10. Matthews into the lane. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Thunder trailing by 6. And that one's good. Noel.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Korver. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bledsoe against Schroeder. Ferguson for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 12-4 run. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Kyle Korver. The Thunder also changing it up. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. to the inside. Here's Gallinari. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Giannis.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The pass to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. 4 on the clock. Here's Robertson. But they'll get another chance. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Gallinari. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
And the Thunder making a change here. Fuscala's checked in.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for Matthews. How he did last season. He was around 12 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And Giannis gets it to go.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Now, here's Robertson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Middleton, good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And it's Paul with the ball for Oklahoma City. It's a 10-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Now, here's Noel. Poked away. Stolen by Middleton. Lays it in off the breakaway. Middleton's got the lead up to 12 now for Milwaukee. Oklahoma City has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Noel. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Matthews goes in, and Matthews throws it down.
If Matthews is sprinting to the cup, he's looking to dunk it with authority. Incredible athlete.
Paul with the ball. 8 points for him. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 40 points.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
To the wing right side. That's a 2 from Paul. That one off the back iron and out.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Thunder trailing by 16. Stolen by Middleton. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. He kicks to Paul. He feeds it to Muscala, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. A different look from Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Noel.
Love the distribution from George Hill. Listen, we know he is such a heady player who knows where to put the pass.
Ball against Hill. Muscala hits the bucket. Muscala's got 8.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's Connaughton. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Now Paul, 8 points for him. Pass to Robertson. Lopez with the steal. 5-on-3 break. Here's Middleton. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Robertson, and it's sent back by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Muscala. Passes it to Ferguson. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Middleton. Deep 2 from Hill. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. D right on him. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Shots good by Middleton.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Chris Middleton. Ferguson, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Lopez, no luck.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
They grab their own miss. Adams. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Adams has got 18 points.
Well, Steven Adams is not the top of the list in terms of your scouting report, but you better be prepared because this guy can get rolling.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Kyle Korver is checked in for the Bucks. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Schroeder's checked in. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Thunder on D. They trail by 18.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Down low. And that one's good. Schroeder. 8 points for him.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength. And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Thunder trailing by 20. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Hill.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing, Greg. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
The Bucks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That's good from Brook Lopez.
You see, to me, Kevin, when he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
Schroeder outside, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 assists and 1 steal. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Oklahoma City has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And when Bledsoe can make range shots, it sets up the rest of his offense.
And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebound.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
And there's the pass to Robertson. Back to Adams. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here.
Well, the long arms of Brook Lopez able to bother shooters. Very hard not to be distracted as an offensive player.
And Matthews gets it to go.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Wesley Matthews' score.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Paul.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe, twice on the pipes.
Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 13.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Adams with the slam.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
Matthews on the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams trying to free himself up. Paul with the bucket. He's got 10.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Count it.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Bledsoe. Good, nice job down low. Bledsoe's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, guys, I don't know who feels the contact more, Bledsoe or the defender.
Bledsoe against Paul. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Second chance shot. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. Gallinari, 4th.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Doris Adams, a terrific player on the floor, but you know what? He's a great teammate as well. They always talk about the great chemistry he brings to the Thunder.
And anyone who's had a conversation with Steven Adams knows he is quite a character. This guy is so easygoing. He's fun. I think he brings a great vibe to the locker room.
moment to check out the stats for Danilo Gallinari. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 19 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
In perfect timing, this run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
If you give Matthews a path to the rim, he will take advantage. He is a terrific finisher at the basket.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Wesley Matthews scored. Back to Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 22. Here's Middleton, tipped away. Paul with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Finished off the break. Paul's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Matthews. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Thunder have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Here's Bledsoe. The quick look, no good that time.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
He just powers that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Now here's Bledsoe. 9 points in the game so far.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's the lob to Adams, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Bledsoe, and Bledsoe with the stuff.
Kevin, this guy, one of the most explosive drivers in the game. Eric Bledsoe leaving nothing to chance.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Doris, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I loved trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Paul with the bucket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Connaughton. Lays it up off the glass. Connaughton's got 8 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that, Greg. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 points for him. Back to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And that's now 18 points for Chris Paul. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo skips it in.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Here's Paul. 18 points for him.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
Gallinari wide open. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Oklahoma City has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Paul passes to Noel. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Lopez with the steal. Here's Connaughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
For Milwaukee, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. A different look for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Terrence Ferguson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. He hits both from the stripe. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Here's Ferguson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
The first one falls. And with Ferguson, the fans can be hard on him. They're expecting more. But, Greg, it's going to take time for him.
You know, Ferguson has already made big strides with his defense. The shot and consistency will come, but the fans will have to be patient with it.
That one is no good. Milwaukee leading by 23. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 8. Here's Ferguson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Muscala. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And it's good, 2 points. 15 points for Eric Bledsoe.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Here's Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Korver comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And here's Schroeder. He's got 8. And Hill over to help. There's the feed to Gallinari. Shoots over Korver. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Hill. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
No, George Hill has always had a beautiful jumper, and this mid-range just as solid as the long range.
Schroeder finds Muscala. And stolen by Ilyasova. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 5 assists in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Thunder with the ball. And Noel kicks to Gallinari. Pass to Muscala.
2 minutes left.
Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10. Here's Hill. Rebound by Muscala. The Thunder shooting well. 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. The shot, no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
And it's Schroeder missing.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
They get the rebound. Ilyasova. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Ilyasova's got his second basket of the game. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Muscala's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. A baseline J. Milwaukee the rebound. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Schroeder against Hill. Schroeder looking around. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Noel throws it down.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Here's Hill. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hill's got 6 in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Noel throws it down.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the team, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
She said don't be stressing in the limelight. Been getting right. Hey, prayers up for the most part. Ain't no killing on the sofa. Head going, head so far. In the clouds any minute now. I should get it now, already told ya. I've been tired of the useless. I've been tired of the using. I ain't even talking loosely. Lord, don't move me. Thinking it's a movie. I just wanna make a move shit. It is like that when it just like that.
Buck shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. The drive by Hill. No points to be had here. Misses for the 5th time in 13 tries. Always going up for the alley-oop here. From 11 feet away. That one a little long. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Bucks on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Ferguson. He's out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Baisley in at the 4 slot. Oklahoma City shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Now here's Schroeder. Seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
That second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
1 shot.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. To the middle. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Brown drives in, and that one, good. Brown's got his first bucket in this one.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Schroeder dishes to Noel. And Hill over to help. Schroeder outside. Here's Nader. Hands it from downtown.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
The 3 from Hill. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Here's Ilyasova. Goes back up, and the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
The shot by Nader, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Ilyasova hits the bucket. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Baisley passes to Schroeder. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Brown, good.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Now here's Schroeder. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you, and you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
And the Bucks making a change here. Wilson's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Steven Adams comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Diallo subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. And so he hits both. And for Hill, Greg, he's a great veteran leader who brings value to a playoff-bound team.
You know, Hill has a game that is effective even when he's not scoring. His leadership and defense will make him a welcome addition to any roster, even as his numbers fade.
Brown, good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The shot by Wilson, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's Diallo. Here's Schroeder again, Oklahoma City.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for George Hill. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Fires from the wing. DiVincenzo hits the bucket. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Passes to Schroeder. And easy 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Brown, good.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Now here's Schroeder. There's the pass to Adams. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Shots good by Wilson.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
It's good.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Diallo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists here tonight. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Lopez, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You know, when Robin Lopez is hitting that mid-range shot, it just opens up so much for him on the interior.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
That's his first personal foul.
Schroeder passes to Baisley. Back to Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around, and Adams with the slam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Nader. Schroeder outside. Here's the teardrop. Lopez with the block.
You know, it's blocks like that which make Lopez such a factor in the paint.
Mike Muscala is checked in for Adams.
Mike Muscala.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now, here's Diallo.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's Korver. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Wow, the pre-shot preparation of Kyle Korver gets himself square. What a soft-looking jumper.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. Plenty of space. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You know, how about the big fella making the right play there to create that bucket?
Oklahoma City's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Got that one up quick. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Shot good by Diallo.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Korver, no luck. And here are the Thunder now. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Brown.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3-ball, why do you keep firing from there?
He gets that one. And that's now 6 points for Kyle Korver.
Well, so good at timing when to rise and fire off the dribble. Kyle Korver efficient in that situation.
And they pick up 2.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's DiVincenzo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Diallo with it. Pass to Baisley. Now Diallo. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
And for the Thunder, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field, and that one is good.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Korver, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, the shot selection is what makes Kyle Korver special. He understands his strengths and plays to those.
Schroeder passes to Baisley. To the paint. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're up by 41. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's Wilson. That one, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. A slam dunk by Diallo.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
That's his first personal foul.
.34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City. Baisley. 2 shots.
first one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here's Brown. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Burton, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. Timeout called, the Bucks. They lead by 39. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Well, guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Everything I said I was gonna get on my kid. In addition to that fact, I went legit. Now, according to the way that I'm positioned in this biz, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know that West Side. For rap, this, buzz, all this rap money. Look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love. In the dream we trust. You'll be switching up the players on your team too much. Tiny Copy, that's my low, Young Supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world getting cream or what? Ain't you get off on whoever who seen the clutch? Las Vegas, yeah, after all that looking tough, all we see.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Thunder ball.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Dante DiVincenzo. That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Thunder, Deontay Burton. 2 shots.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Here is Hill. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, you gotta love the scoring ability of George Hill. He can light it up from anywhere.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
George Hill. That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Hamidou Diallo. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Bucks now. Lets it go from the wing. No good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops. And everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.